Hey everyone, and welcome to another Fragrance First Impressions with Stephen. And today I'll be taking a look at three fragrances, well, samples that I've received. So I have three clones here. So one is a clone of Tuscan Leather by the brand Haramain. I'm not sure exactly which bottle this is. I believe it may be either, let's see, Leather Oud or Tajibini. I'm not sure. I'll edit the name here. And yeah, I also have Laventure, which is the Aventus clone, and I also have a copy of, my mate kind of Zohair, he's described this as Tuscan Leather Light with florals, and this is Armaf Marjaan Gold. So I'm not going to go into, I'm going to basically do a quick different video edit here. I'm going to basically smell these the first time, cut it, and then film again tomorrow and post back with further findings later. Right, so I'll start off with Tuscan Leather Light, so Armaf Marjaan, here we go. So I have looked up the notes here on Armaf's website, and they don't seem to match Tuscan Leather note for note. It's got the same, wow, yeah. From that spray there's a massive kind of raspberry note, I think. Very strong. It's definitely very fruity, kind of floral smell to that. It's nice, very sweet. And yeah, from my smelling of the, what's it called, Arab Tradition by Nabil, it's kind of got that raspberry note, which is why I can probably see it being compared to Tuscan Leather. Not necessarily detecting leather as such, but that's really nice, yeah. The raspberry note is very prominent, and I find that very appealing. I said in my first impressions of Arab Tradition that I don't really like raspberries. I'm not fond of the taste, but in fragrance form, it's bloody lovely. Also, a quick side note: I've been wearing that Arab Tradition. I struggle to say that. I've been wearing that a lot recently, and bloody hell, it is an awesome fragrance. Really, really good. So yeah, it's definitely lighter. It doesn't really have a heavy scent to it. It's definitely light. The florals are there too. I'm detecting a bit of smokiness here, maybe some incense of sorts. Yeah, there's definitely kind of a bit of a smokiness on the go there, and yeah, this is nice. Trying to keep this video short now, so it won't be too long when I film again tomorrow. I'll go on to Laventure by Haramain. So people are saying this is an amazing clone of Aventus. You know, I think people are saying it's better than Club Dinner Eating Tens Man. Let's see. Very pineapple-y. So yeah, let's go. I haven't actually looked at the notes here to see how close it is to Aventus. Maybe I'll edit it. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Wow, yeah, that's really. Oh, that's lovely. Really nice. Really, really nice. Wow. Oh, God. I was in the middle of saying something then, but then the smell of that hit me in the face and kind of just shut me right up. Wow. That's really good. You get that kind of, the quality of the pineapple feels pretty good there. It's definitely very pineapple-y as opposed to the lemon in Club Dinner Eating Tens Man. And now that I've detected that lemon note, I'm getting it most of the time that I wear it now, which is a bit frustrating because I used to get that pineapple smell, which I'm getting here. Yeah, that's got also the kind of smokiness there straight away. Oh, fuck, that's lovely. Really nice there. So yep, I'm going to do a follow-up tomorrow of this, so I won't kind of talk too much. And I'll go into Haramain's Tuscan Leather clone. So like I said, it may be Leather Oud, it may be Tajibini, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. It may not be that, it may be something else. Maybe if Zohair, I'll actually email Zohair and tell you tomorrow. So let's try this. Yeah, I mean, wow. I believe the two bottles, I just looked them up on Fragrantica now. My telly's over there, so that's why I'm pointing over there. I looked them up on Fragrantica and they both kind of women scents. But that's very smoky. It feels very smoky. I'm getting that same kind of vibe of this, like a very smoky feel. Maybe that's the leather, but I'm not actually detecting leather. For example, I've smelled Duro by Narcimato, or Perfume Parlor's version of it, and it literally smells like kind of a brand new leather, like upholstery of sorts. But this has got a very smoky thing. I don't think it's my skin. I've literally just jumped out the shower and filmed this video right now, so you know, I've kind of washed off, and I don't think my skin will be quite smoky. I mean, I'm not detecting that smoke, the same smokiness in the Aventus here. Oh, that's really nice, really nice. And yeah, again, this I'm not getting much leather, but that's lovely. I'm getting the raspberry kind of, or fruity kind of feel. When I did spray it on, I kind of thought of raspberry, but that may be me just kind of imagining things. But that's really nice. So yeah, that's my first impressions over. I'll post the follow-up now tomorrow. I'll kind of smell these now for the next few hours, and I'll also reapply them tomorrow, and maybe test them on at 6 o'clock in the afternoon and post a video sort of 12 o'clock. So thanks guys, and boosh. Hey guys, so it's a day later and I've been testing these fragrances, and I'm here to post a follow-up on my thoughts and what I think. And I've also confirmed that the Al Rehab clone of Tuscan Leather is called Leather Oud, and it's marketed as a women's fragrance, but I don't think so. I believe it's totally unisex, and it also doesn't contain oud. So it's a very strangely named fragrance. So I'll come onto these now again in the order that I've done them in. And shit, what do I start with? Yeah, so I start off with the Armaf one. So Armaf Marjaan Gold. So I'll list the notes now. So at the top is pear, raspberry, saffron, jasmine and rose. In the middle is carnation and orange blossom. And at the base is amber, musk, patchouli, sandalwood and vanilla. Yeah, so this one is okay. It's definitely not a full-on clone of Tuscan Leather. No leather note in there, no. My mate, what's his name, Zohair, he described this as Tuscan Leather light with florals, and I definitely agree with that kind of description. There's kind of no leather note, and the florals definitely kind of come through. It does start off with this kind of very smoky kind of scent. It's like very, very smoky. So much so, it kind of reminds me of an ashtray. It's like not a nice way to describe a scent, but it's just like very, very smoky, but not very pleasant. That does kind of go away then about sort of half an hour to an hour later, and then a lot of the florals come through, and the raspberry also fades away. Like, I mean, with Tuscan Leather, the raspberry kind of stays prominent throughout the entire fragrance lifetime, I find. But with this, the raspberry is just there at the top, and then just kind of flutters away. So after 3 hours, this fades away to a skin scent on me, and you know, longevity is okay, but the projection didn't seem to be anything special, to be honest. So it's okay. I don't really see myself buying that, to be honest, but nice to sample it. So I then put on the Laventia by Haramain. So this is an Aventus clone, and the notes we have here are lemon, bergamot, and elemi. There's also jasmine, lily of valley, and woodsy notes in the middle, and in the base is patchouli, amber, and musk. So I remember when I wore it yesterday, I thought I could smell a pineapple note, but I've also had that same experience with Club de Nuit Intense Man by Armaf, where for the first 10 to 15 wearings of it, I smelled pineapple every time, but then when I went to review it, I got blasted in the face with lemons. I've tried this on again today, and I also had a lemon smell from there. There's a kind of slight kind of fruitiness here. You know, I put this on maybe 2-3 hours ago. It's kind of fading away. You know, the longevity's not the best on this one. When it kind of dries down and the top notes fade away, it does have that kind of very smoky Aventus-ness, which I also use to describe in that roll-on oil of Creed Aventus. And yeah, it's not bad at all. You know, this is decent. The longevity was about 3 hours again on my skin, so it wasn't the greatest. I mean, sorry, it seemed to project for maybe like 2 hours, and after sort of 4 hours, the smell kind of went. When I woke up in the morning, I couldn't smell it on my arm, but you know, it was decent. Again, I don't see myself buying this because it seems pretty equal to Club de Nuit Intense Man, although slightly weaker to my nose, but I own Club de Nuit Man. I also own 60 mils of Aventus, the actual fragrance, so you know, there's no point in me actually purchasing any clones of it because I have enough to last me for a while. And finally, the one I went on to then was Al Haramain Leather Oud, not, can't remember the name of the other one I thought it was, Tajibini, who knows, but it's called Leather Oud. There's actually no oud notes in here, and it's marketed towards women, like I just said, but I think it's unisex, same as Tuscan Leather. So note-wise, we have at the top thyme and raspberry. In the middle is jasmine, cashmere woody notes, and incense. And in the base is leather, cedar, amber, and musk. So this starts off very fruity. I found the raspberry prominent, you know, when I first smelled it. That does stay around for the duration of the fragrance, much more so than the Armaf clone. So that's more kind of true to the Tuscan Leather that I know. And it's very smoky. Again, it has that kind of ashtray vibe, which I also had from the Armaf one. But I don't get that kind of same smokiness with the Arab tradition by Nabil. Like with that, it's very prominent with the raspberry note and just the leatherness, but no like smokiness. So it's kind of strange that same kind of accord or the same feelings in both of these. And yeah, again, after 3 hours, this kind of faded away and became a skin scent. But yeah, smoky, fruity, sums it up really. I'll be honest, I prefer the Arab tradition by Nabil. The longevity in that is monstrous, you know. I find the raspberry note is very alluring and it's just a great smell all around. And I'll have to post a fragrance review of that soon. And yeah, you know, these are all decent, but I'm not going to buy any full bottles of this, to be honest. So thank you for watching this, guys, and I'll have some more reviews soon because I have some oils here that I've been meaning to kind of get around to. I bought things like Tom Ford's Oud Wood. I think this was by Cerati. I have 2 clones of Black Afghano. One is by Al Haramain as an oil, and the other is by Swiss Arabian. I think I paid like £4 for this, and it smells amazing. There's these 4 oils I also mentioned a few times, and I just kind of need to get around to reviewing, which is Amber Rose by Cerati, I believe. Black Oud, also by Cerati. There's Denal Oud by, can't remember the brand, maybe Nabil, maybe, I'm not sure. And there's Denal Oud Bako by Ajmal. And I'm also being stupid, so I was buying stuff on eBay, so I got all these Al Rehab oils to review, 6 year. So there's Al Shawqiya, not sure. Asil. This is Dhaka. I know, Golden. There's Sultan Al Oud, which smells like Black Afghano. I keep forgetting what the name of this one. It doesn't actually say it on the bottle. Really stupid. And Dhaka. No, I actually can't see the name of this on the bottle whatsoever. I'll have to basically look up what I've bought and kind of deduct whatever one isn't these other 5. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and all the best. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thanks again to all my new subscribers. My channel is growing really quickly, you know. I think I got 150 subscribers now, which is crazy because back in like September I had 50. So thanks for all the support and the nice comments, you know. I'm always happy to hear from you guys. Any questions about any reviews, any scents you might want recommendations on, you know, ask away. I'm always happy to help out. So thanks for the support, guys, and all the best. Take care.